Okay, guys, this is vlog number 15 and 16. That one's for you, Jay. I know you're one of my few fans watching. Cool, so what's the date today? The date today is Sunday the 10th of March, and I actually missed the last vlog. Christ. So, oh no, this is vlog 16 and 17. The last one I did was on the 25th of Feb. I missed it because the week before, I went on wild camp down in Plymouth, and we actually did our first day training on an ocean rowing boat. I say day, but I did two. We did rowing on the Saturday, we slept on the boat, we did rowing on the Sunday as well. I did it with Matt and the guys at Ocean Revival. So Matt is actually going to be on our team that we're rowing the Indian with. The two lads that were there were training for the Pacific because they're rowing that in June this year. So I managed to tag along and do some training with them. And basically, at the end of that weekend, I was just so shattered. Like, I totally forgot to do this. And then other news, I started a new job the following week and I had to go to Reading. So I was tired, and then I had all this other stuff to do that I was, traveling away and meeting new people and getting my feet under the desk at work. So it just the week just got past me. Every time I was like, oh, I'll do it this evening, or I'll do it this evening, it just got away from me. Anyway, about the training. Oh, I got to tell you about this. So when we arrived, the training, Matt, who is Royal Marine, he had the boat, which is massive, 27 foot on the back of a trailer, and all of the kit laid out on the floor, and he's with the other two lads and he's talking them through this is the life, literally everything from these are the life jackets, these are the saddles that we sit on to do the rowing, this is how you change a bearing in the saddles, these are the dry suits, these are the things, these are the types of ropes that we use, this is the guideline, this is the power anchor. So he went through absolutely everything with these lads. We then get the kit onto the boat. We go to get the boat into the water. And I'm telling you, doing the row, doing the training, you kind of think, right, I need to fundraise and I need to train to do the row. And what you forget about is all the admin around it, like buying all these little bits of equipment and the actual, just how awkward the admin is of having a 27-foot boat on the back of a trailer somewhere, storing it at some boat yard somewhere, and then getting it actually in the water is a massive ordeal in itself. We had four of us, and Matt's done it loads, and it was still awkward. So if we didn't team up with Matt, I have no idea how me and Mike would be doing this, because we'd just be it would take us ages to get the boat even into the water. So really feel blessed and lucky to be on the team with Matt for this. So we eventually get the boat into the water. The lads push off of the pontoon, but they were a bit higgledy-piggledy, and there wasn't much wind, but it was still just blowing us back into the pontoon. And then, eventually the lads get us out. Then I have a go on the oars, and weird. It felt time went so much quicker rowing on the boat than it does on a Concept 2 rowing machine. And you've got to think, if you're running on a treadmill, it's boring, and it's just a really monotonous activity. But if you run outside, you feel much better. Same concept for the boat on the water. When you're rowing and you're moving, the time goes by much quicker, and it's actually really pleasant. The weather did turn, and it was windy and rainy and cold on us for probably a couple of hours. That was less enjoyable, as you can imagine. But you know what I mean? It was still nice. I think I probably spent 6 hours rowing in total, and I didn't ache too much, maybe a little bit in the back muscles, a bit in the hamstrings. There are the areas that hurt. The biggest thing was my arse on the seat was really sore. And a few people have put in some suggestions for maybe get a triathlon suit, or one of those, the kind of padding that people wear cycling, do you know what I mean? But those things are not going to be helpful, because it wasn't that the seat was too hard and uncomfortable. It's the fact that the wet from the sea, salt water, gets the material wet, and the material just is friction damp on your butt. and like that just makes it sore. So yeah, that's something that I don't really know what to do. I think you can get bum butter that like makes basically you just grease up your ass. So I think we'll be doing that when we're on there. But yeah, man, like the whole experience was good fun. It's given me loads of confidence. I'm really pleased we're teamed up with Matt. Like, that's been such a massive help to us. I think we just underestimated the amount of admin goes around just having and keeping and storing and using a boat. So thank goodness Matt has got that all taken care of for us. New job, I mentioned. Yeah, I went down to Reading this week to meet the team. Everyone was in a co-working space, so I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, came back, and then me and Mike went camping this weekend in Ross-on-Wye. So yesterday and Friday night, we were out there in the Tensile Tree tents making content for them too. So it's been a whirlwind of stuff. I also hit a 10K PB in the week. I did that in 43 minutes. I was actually planning on doing 15K. This was when I was meeting the guys at work. This was after cocktails. I was slightly hungover, and I barely felt like I was really trying. So I think I'm going to go for a 10K and try and do it in like under 40 minutes because I felt like that was easy and I hit a PB. So I'm feeling kind of confident about that. Like. Quietly confident. So hopefully I can go and smash that in the next couple of weeks because it is 2 weeks yesterday is the marathon day. So I've got like 12 days now. So this week I need to actually, that reminds me, I need to book in for a couple of massages and some just like therapy sessions because now, unless I go for a big run tomorrow, I was supposed to run 30K yesterday, but with me and Mike like pitched up in the tent and in the woods and stuff, it just like, I ended up not doing it because I was like, I don't want to go out, get all sweaty. We don't have a shower. There's not really anywhere to like fresh water that I can go and wash in, like do a nature wash. So I was just like, I don't want to be all sweaty and gross for a night. So I sacked it off. Anyway, last thing is we also have had another conversation with the charity where we need a contract with them again because we didn't have one. Well, we had one for our initial plan, but our plans have changed. We're no longer buying a boat with Rannoch. We are teaming with Matt, which means that the money situation, they have our money and we're raising money for them and they have it in their account, but we have no contract kind of dictating what they need to do with that money or what our asks are. So at the moment, we're kind of at the mercy of that. Like if they turn around and say no, then we're kind of screwed. But I don't think they would do that based on the conversations we've had so far. And obviously they've got a lot more to gain by working with us. So, but we just don't want to get in. We just don't want that to be a possibility, right? We want the power to be in our hands. So I've sent them a draft of the contract last week. They've had a week to look at it. I'll catch up with them next week and see if they've got any changes that they want to make. And then we can get things all squeaky clean. Probably need to do the same with Matt and the team for rowing as well. Last thing, I need to focus a bit more on posting, right? I missed a week and I didn't post my update last week. I've been just so busy doing like work and training for rowing and camping and just not being home that I haven't really had time to like sit down and do a post. Or if I have been here, like I'm here and I'm just absolutely shattered because I've run I've been running loads, training loads, rowing or camping, and I've not slept and whatever, so I just don't have the energy to do it. So yeah, over the next like week or two, hopefully you'll be seeing a bit more content from me as well. Anyway, I think that's enough for an update for vlog 16 and 17, and that kind of brings us up to speed for now. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, as we actually do the marathon and stuff, we'll see more donations coming in again. That's kind of our expectation anyway. So fingers crossed and see you next week before our marathon. Peace.